It's crunch time. It's crunch time, y'all. And I'm here with my man, Quinntin Hendrix-Wright, the athlete, the man behind West Coast Seattle boy, coming soon. We're gonna come to y'all with a few topics. You know, we from Seattle, so we gotta hit y'all with some hometown stuff. But we're gonna hit y'all with a little top 5 wide receivers and a Doc Rivers comment that got us thinking.
I didn't hear about that one.
Well, you're gonna hear about it today.
All right.
All right. So let's start it off with DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, man, this guy is huge. This guy is a huge wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. And I want to ask you, you know about DK, right?
I know about some DK.
Right? And so we ain't talking about Donkey Kong.
That's my jam too, though.
But DK's impact on the Seattle Seahawks season.
Well, I just want to start off by saying that was the best draft pick that we could have possibly done. That was our best draft this year. Draft pick, I should say. And by the way, thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a pleasure. Sorry I didn't start off with that, but I just got excited and wanted to get into it. Watching this young man play, and he is a big target, and he's bullying these guys as a rookie. You know, you don't see that much as a receiver. You kind of grow into it kind of little, and you're getting pushed around, and they're getting in your head, these defensive backs and these safeties. And it doesn't seem to be affecting him at all.
Well, he already had like that DK Donkey Kong body, you know. He already got an NFL body coming straight out of college.
And that can be scary for the opponent. So DK, I mentioned to my cousin here earlier before getting on tape that he made the biggest play in that game the last Sunday when Russell found him in the left corner of the end zone, and he bobbled it a little bit, but he hung on to it and got the 2 feet in. That was the biggest play of the game. And not only that, playing Cincinnati, he made some huge plays. How many yards did he get that game?
He had about 80-something, 89, I think.
Yeah, man. You get in the 80 range, close to 100.
Right, as a rookie.
Right. And we needed help. Tyler Lockett had a huge season last season, but he's a deep threat, and it's looking like Metcalf can get behind those defensive backs.
Right, he got speed.
And so what that is going to do is open up Tyler Lockett more so. He's still fine. Russell still trusts him, and it looks like he trusts DK almost as much as he trusts Lockett already, and it's only been a couple games.
I think the first game, Lockett only had 2 targets.
Right.
And DK had 4.
Right. And those 4 targets, and you're getting 80 yards, hey, man. DK Metcalf, man, I feel like he was underrated. You know, third round pick, and there wasn't much fuss about him coming in the league. As a matter of fact, and no shade on Rashad Penny, but they threw a little more. Okay, well, I just wanted to say this. The league had a lot more expectations for Rashad Penny than they did for Metcalf.
Well, he was a first-round draft pick.
I get it.
He was supposed to be our steal.
He was a good pick, but because Chris Carson, he kind of took over, we still don't even know what he can do, so I don't know if you should.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, DK, he's going to have a huge season, and I think that out of all the rookie wide receivers, he's going to have the biggest season.
Ooh, that's a big statement.
Yeah.
I was so happy that we got DK. I was praying on it. I was like, please let the Seattle Seahawks get DK. And as the time went on, I thought he was going to be a first-round draft pick. And so after the second round, I'm like, oh, it's a wrap. Somebody's going to pick him up probably first in the third round. And time went on, and we ended up getting him. It was crazy. So, I mean, I think, like you said, he's probably going to be the best receiving rookie. And I think that we probably got to steal, probably to steal the draft, honestly.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Especially with Russell, with Russell's accuracy and his speed, power, catching ability. I think that we got a good one. We got a good one, Seattle.
Yeah, plus that play action. You gotta think about that. You still got Chris Carson, and then you got Russell on the threats for the play action. And then on top of that, our offensive line is meshing together, starting from last year, and they're holding on. As long as nobody gets hurt on there, man, offense, it's our strong point on our team this season.
Yeah, right now, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, especially with those holes in the defense, safety, You know, we got a couple guys going down for the defensive line and all. Although we did get Jadeveon. Huge for us. Those two right there, DK and Jadeveon, they're going to be big impact players for us.
Still looking for you, Ziggy. I don't know.
They said he's going to play next game.
Yeah, well.
Right. We're still looking.
Better show up.
After we paid you that money.
Yeah, you better show up.
You got to, because those two on the edges, it's going to be a problem.
It is going to be a problem. And you know what? Clowney's happy because now he gets to rush.
Right.
Texas, I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they picked him first, and then they're going to run a 3-4 defense. I mean, what do you do?
Right, and they want to put him at linebacker and all that.
What the hell is that? That's not what he wants to do. He wants to go get him.
Right.
And you know I like that.
Right, and I think Pete Carroll likes that too.
Yeah, he does.
Shoot, I seen a comment that Jadeveon was talking about how Russell Wilson is the guy he wants to be behind, because no matter how much, you know, you're down, he's not going to quit.
Nope.
He got that positive mentality, him and Pete Carroll, and so that's a great guy to follow. And so I think
the best. Actually.
Yeah, I think when he wants to follow your leader, then you got a great player.
Yeah. Well, we're not homers either. We are, but we're not saying that because we're in Seattle. We're saying that because he is the best leader that you could possibly want on your team and be playing behind.
Definitely.
All right.
So now that we were talking about receivers and DK, we're going to get into the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. Okay? Now, my man over here, he got an unorthodox kind of way of thinking, so I'm just saying, you know, you don't know what he gonna say about these top 5, so let's see. Who is your top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now?
Okay. I'm not going in order. But
Okay.
I'll give you an order.
Well, just give
some point.
us the number 1.
The number 1.
The number 1. No, give us your number 1, and then you don't have to go in order after that.
All right. If I was to, so the way I interpret that, number 1, it can be in many different ways. Number 1 to me would be like if you had a pool of all the receivers and you want the one for your franchise, you're gonna pick that one.
Right.
And it sure in the hell ain't gonna be Antonio Brown because of other issues. Even though he's nasty, I'm not gonna downplay his talent.
A-B.
Nah, you ain't number 1, brother. But number 1, as long as he stays healthy, Julio Jones. You throw that ball to Julio. How tall is that guy? 6'4"?
About 6'4".
Okay, I remember a guy named Randy Moss was about 6'4". He's about the same speed. He's like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Set a few records.
Plenty.
And all you had to do was throw the ball up. He's gonna go get it. He's gonna jump over any defender. I don't even know who could even guard him. Jalen Ramsey can't even stick that guy.
Right.
I don't think so, at least.
I mean, especially with his physicality.
Yeah, he's too strong. He's too big, too fast, too strong, and you can't get in his head. So Matt Ryan, you need to step it up. Just throw him the ball.
Right. And they got good receivers over there. And so, you know, I know Matty Ice, he wants to look around, you know, make the right play. But at the same time, you have the best receiver in the league.
Yes.
You got to give him the ball. I don't think that anybody can guard him. And, you know, as far as schemes-wise, it looks like he's always either one-on-one or, you know, taking the top off the coverage.
Yeah.
Get him the ball.
The man can get 300 receiving yards. I mean, he's done it. We've seen it just a couple years ago. And he can do it again if you just get him the ball. Throw the ball to him 15 times a game if you have to.
Right.
That's how you got to win. You're not going to beat the Saints without doing it. And even then, you still may not beat them.
That's who they want to beat.
They might get one. They might get one. Drew Brees is out, and I think they play him while he's out. So
yeah, they do.
So they can get that one. But you better watch out towards the end of the year because what happens is when a guy like that sits out and he's hungry, and I know he's a little old, so I'm not counting him out ever. He's gonna come back fresh and with a vengeance, and he's gonna be excited to get back because that man is what he has. He is the record holder for the most yards in NFL history, you guys.
Right.
He's underrated. And I'm tired of people talking about Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. You better throw Drew Brees in there. You better throw him. Why are you skipping over Drew Brees?
You can't.
Don't
That's
sleep on the man. That is so disrespectful.
So you had Julio number 1. Now, what are the next 4?
All right, so you got to go Odell. I mean, he hasn't done much, but he had Eli, and we all saw Eli. He's been finished for a while, so it was no shocker to me also that he's benched, because they should have done that a long time ago. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know what other team would want to even pick him up, even if they are a trash team. Why would you want that guy?
Right.
You know, he's got his 2 rings. He's good. He got lucky on him, but yeah,
He's just not the same.
He got him. He got the rings. Yeah, he's not the same. And he had 2 big passes that defined his Super Bowl rings in his careers, the helmet catches, and just weird stuff happened when that guy played. And I think the luck,
Plaxico Burrs catch.
yes, and the luck is, it's caught up to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even see him coming back unless I don't even see him coming back.
That's right.
He's
Okay, so you got Odell, you got Julio.
Mm-hmm. And I can't say no to Antonio Brown. I know what I said earlier, you're just not the number 1, but you got Tom Brady coming to the league.
AB.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
You got the number 1 quarterback of all time throwing you the ball, and he's gonna throw the ball over 50 times a game, so you're gonna grab at least 12, 13, 14, 15 of those.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was saying AB to the Patriots was a sneaky move by Bill Belichick.
That's what he does.
That's what he does, man. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's been in the league for so long, been successful for so long.
Yeah.
He just knows how to find his way around and pull the right moves.
Well, you know, there's also a science to it. He's saving cap space. He always does.
Right, right.
You don't get the big name receivers until this guy comes out, and you just build on your line, protect Tom Brady. That's the reason why Tom Brady's been able to not get hit for so long, and then boom, there he goes, and you go get him.
Okay, so you got AB, you got Julio, you got Odell.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2.
We got Keenan Allen.
Ooh, Keenan Allen, huh?
Bolo's going to get you the top. He's going to get you the ball. Bolo is going to get you
Bolo. Who's Bolo?
Oh, you don't remember he rocked the Bolo?
Oh, no.
They told him he had to wear a tie for the interview. He rocked the Bolo. If that ain't a cowboy, I don't know what it is. But that cowboy, he's gonna throw Keenan the ball. He's been throwing him the ball. He had, I think, 12 targets. You know, I don't like his face. I don't like Keenan Allen's face, but who cares?
Right. When you can produce, I mean, you can have a nasty looking face.
Yeah, bald head. He's weird looking, man. But he can play.
No, he can ball. He can ball for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he got Phillip. Phillip is a seasoned quarterback, you know. He can get him the ball. He knows how to get him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on the decline. But
he had a really good season last year.
He did. He did have a decent season. But he just can't get over the hump.
He never been able
Especially
to.
when they went up against the Patriots and he looked shitty.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But at least he gets them to the playoffs.
Right, you're right.
You know, he gets them to the playoffs anyway. He'll get the 9-7 and he's going to still make it.
Right, he's still in there.
So, hey, you make it and anything can happen, right?
Okay, so you got Julio, Odell, AB, Keenan Allen.
And this one, you're going to like, because not everybody's going to agree with this one. This is why I saved it. I got to put the white boy in there. And the reason why is because he's so consistent. I don't know what's going on with him, but he gets open and catches the ball all the time, and he makes these Pro Bowls every year. And nobody even talks about him as being the top 5, but Adam Thielen.
Ooh.
Why is nobody talking about Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen was pretty much at the top of the league last
He
year.
makes the big plays, and he makes them when it counts, and you throw the ball to him on 3rd down.
Underrated.
Under the most underrated receiver in the league, Adam Thielen.
I like it. I wouldn't put him up there, but I like it.
I know you wouldn't. That's why
I like it.
I'm here to do it.
I seen him breaking down some cornerbacks, putting them on their heels, and
Man,
I seen it. So, I mean, I'm with you, but I just wouldn't put him up there.
route runner. He runs the
He's a
route.
route
Even
runner.
if he knows the ball's not coming to him, he's running the route.
Undrafted.
I didn't even know that.
Undrafted out of Minnesota.
That guy, man. I don't. He scares me. When we play him, I don't like it.
You don't know what he's going to do,
I don't
huh?
know what he's gonna do, and they got a good receiving core over there, but that guy in particular scares me when we play him. So, and I'll get to it later, but he's gonna give the Saints some problems.
I like that pick. Well, look, I'm going to give you my top 5 wide receivers. Okay, I'm just going to name them. I'm going to list them, and we're going to leave it at that. Okay, so I'm going to go Julio. Julio Jones, number uno. I'm going to go with DeAndre Hopkins. Number 2, I don't know how you didn't have him in your top 5. The man don't drop a ball. He didn't drop not one ball last year. Every catchable ball was caught. You didn't think about that. But every ball was caught in his range. He can catch anywhere. One hand, two hand, no hands. The man's going to catch the ball. Guaranteed. And so we got Julio. We got DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3, AB. I'm with you in having AB in the top 5 because just a couple years ago, he was pretty much the best receiver in the league or looking like it as far as yards wise. And so, you know, he's had this whole crazy thing going on where, you know, he's just a little, something's wrong in the head.
Screw loose.
Yeah, he got a little screw loose. You know, he dyed his mustache, you know, blonde and.
Odell did that too, though.
Yeah, they're both got a couple
tripping,
screws loose, you know. And that leads me to my number 4, Odell Beckham Jr. Okay, Odell Beckham Jr. is up there, and he is one of the best athletes in the league as far as being able to do everything, not just football, but you know, soccer, basketball, all that. The man can jump out the gym, you know. The man can catch with one hand, 3 fingers if you need it. I think that he went through a bad time with the Giants, terrible time. I think he's looking towards much better years in Cleveland.
Oh, he'll have a big year this year.
Right. And then, my number 5, Michael Thomas. Now, you didn't say Michael Thomas.
Tell me about Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas has reaped the benefits of having Drew Brees as his quarterback.
Okay.
You know, and that's why he's number 5. Michael Thomas doesn't miss very many balls either.
Okay.
He has a wide range where he can catch it way over here, way over here, way over there. Not that Drew Brees is really throwing it way over there. You know, he's pretty much on target.
Right.
But, like I said, he's reaped the benefits of having Drew Brees. But he does catch everything, and he's leading the league. You know, he's leading the league in receiving yards. Last year he did.
Okay.
So, he got to be in the top 5.
Okay.
He's got to be in the top 5.
We'll see when Breeze is out these next few games.
That'd be a true test.
Yeah, we'll see.
That'd be a true test.
We'll see.
As long as they throw him the ball, as long as they can get him the ball.
Yeah, you got to get him the ball. You got to get first downs. You got to get down the field in order to get him the ball and be able to throw it. So
Exactly.
you got to run the run game. You got to loosen it up. Otherwise, man, that all plays into the factor we all know, and he may not get the ball. I'm not trying to hate, but
Right.
the proof will be.
You know what will be nice to see is those balls that aren't on target.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to catch those?
Yeah, and is he going to hang on to him when he gets hit?
Right. When he's getting led right into a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. So that's my top 5. Okay.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's cool. You know, it's a little different from yours. I like your Thielen put in. You know, I like that little plug in. That's a nice little gem.
Yeah. Diamond in the rough.
Right, a little diamond in the rough. I like that. Now, we're going to go into this Doc Rivers comment because I think you like this. You know, it's going to give you some confusion.
Oh, I like that.
You got to figure it out.
I like that.
So Doc Rivers said that if Kawhi Leonard would have chosen the Lakers, that the Clippers would have needed to leave and go to Seattle. Now, I have a question for you. What would you rather have? No Sonics or Kawhi with the Lakers and have the Supersonics back?
Well,
because you got to pick one.
It's hard to pick one because I think that's just a ridiculous statement. I don't think that the Sonics would get a team. I've actually given up hope that we're going to get a team. I know they're building a new arena, but every time I get my hopes up about the Sonics, it just keeps failing. So I will believe it when I see it, and that's just a comment. I just think that he's just throwing that out there.
No, he said this was for real. He said he was serious. He said it wasn't a joke.
It may not be a joke, but still an opinion. As a Seattle fan, as a Sonics fan growing up, obviously I'd have the Sonics. I wouldn't really care about the Lakers because LeBron's, he's getting old anyway. But I like LeBron, until he went to the Lakers. So, with that being said, if you got Kawhi and LeBron, I don't think that's even going to work out. That's why I think this is ridiculous. Kawhi doesn't want to play with LeBron. Kawhi wants to be the guy, and he was the guy we all saw last year. So that's why, another reason why I think this is just
Kawhi
ridiculous.
don't want to be the guy because he invited Paul George over. You think Paul George? He said, I want Paul George because I want Paul George to be my second fiddle. That's what you think?
Yes. Who would draft? Paul George he's overrated. He's overrated, and I think that he was. People expected a lot more from him.
He was in the MVP race last year.
Oh, last year? What, Kawhi or Paul George?
Paul George.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it. Maybe I missed a few games. I'll tell you what, though, Paul George is not a Kawhi Leonard. And so if you are going to choose one or the other, obviously it's going to be Kawhi. But if you can have both, why not? I just don't see LeBron and Kawhi.
Okay. It would be nice to have our team back, so then we wouldn't have Kawhi on the Sonics, but it would be nice to, have that team, that Clippers team up here. I would take them.
Okay. I still think it's a big fantasy. I like the question, though. It's just a huge fantasy.
It's a fantasy, but
And we've been fantasizing
we
for
just
a long
waiting for a team.
time.
That's it. We just
please give us a team. We don't care what team you take out.
Right.
Just take one out.
We'll take the Charlotte Hornets. It don't matter.
Man, you got a team in another country winning championships, and we can't even have a team.
Right. Well, I think we next up. Okay, next up.
We've been next up for a long time.
We next up.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, and with that being said, how many more years is it going to take till we get a team? What's our?
My guess is probably about 6 years, and that's just because there has to be another team to come in with us. There has to be 2 teams as we expand, probably 2 or 4, and that's just hard to do.
All right, the Alaskan Moose and the Seattle Supersonics.
Wow.
There we go.
The Alaskan Moose. They might be dope.
Yeah,
they might be
they're
dope.
gonna be dope.
All right now, it's been crunch time. We out of here, y'all. So tune in next time, and we're gonna have more entertainment for you. Peace.